I bet you didn't know how the rise of BRICS is reshaping the global order. For centuries, a handful of Western nations have held sway over global affairs, shaping the political and economic landscape to their advantage. But now, a new group of countries is rising to challenge that dominance, bringing fresh perspectives and ambitions to the global stage. This group is known as BRICS, an acronym for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, representing a diverse coalition of emerging powers. These emerging giants are wielding increasing economic and political clout, transforming their regions and beyond. Their rise signals a potential shift in the global balance of power, challenging the long-standing dominance of Western nations. The world is witnessing a transformation unlike any seen in generations, with new trade routes and infrastructure projects reshaping global connectivity. The old order, with the West at the helm, is being challenged by these emerging powers. BRICS nations are asserting themselves on the world stage, demanding a greater say in how the world is run and seeking to influence global policies. This shift is not without its challenges. Tensions and uncertainties abound as the established powers and emerging nations navigate this new landscape. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear: the world is no longer unipolar, and power is becoming more distributed. The rise of BRICS marks a departure from the post-Cold War era, signaling the end of a unipolar world dominated by the West. It heralds a new era of multipolarity where power is more diffuse, and no single nation or bloc holds absolute sway, creating a more complex global landscape. This changing landscape presents both opportunities and challenges for the international community, requiring new strategies and alliances. This essay will examine the rise of BRICS and its impact on the global order, delving into the economic and political shifts that are reshaping our world. It will explore the historical context of Western dominance and the factors driving the rise of BRICS, providing a comprehensive understanding of this transformation. It will also analyze the potential implications of this shift for the future of global governance and international relations, offering insights into the evolving dynamics of power and influence. For centuries, the West has been the dominant force in global affairs. From the age of exploration to the Industrial Revolution, Western nations have shaped the world in their image. They built vast empires, exported their ideologies, and established institutions that reflected their values and interests. The end of the Cold War seemed to solidify Western dominance. The United States emerged as the sole superpower, its economic and military might unmatched. International institutions like the United Nations, the World Bank, and the International Monetary Fund, largely creations of the West, reinforced this dominance. Western ideas of democracy, capitalism, and individual liberty became the dominant paradigms. Western nations enjoyed unprecedented levels of prosperity and influence. They set the global agenda, dictated the terms of trade, and shaped the international system to their advantage. The early 21st century witnessed the remarkable rise of several non-Western nations, marking a significant shift in global dynamics. These emerging economies, led by the BRICS countries, experienced rapid economic growth and began to challenge the existing global hierarchy, altering the balance of power. Their populations, often young and dynamic, fueled economic expansion and innovation, driving these nations forward at an unprecedented pace. The BRICS acronym, coined in 2001 by economist Jim O'Neill, captured this phenomenon and highlighted the potential of these nations. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and later South Africa shared several key characteristics that set them apart from other developing nations. They were large, rapidly developing economies with significant populations and abundant natural resources, providing a strong foundation for growth. They also sought a more prominent role in global governance, aiming to reshape international institutions to better reflect their interests. These countries pursued economic development strategies that differed from the Western model, focusing on their unique strengths and needs. They emphasized state-led capitalism, strategic industrial policies, and South-South cooperation, fostering mutual growth and development. They invested heavily in infrastructure, education, and technology, seeking to move up the value chain and become global players in their own right, with a focus on long-term sustainability. Their growing economic clout translated into greater political influence, allowing them to assert their interests on the world stage. They formed regional and international alliances, challenged Western dominance in institutions like the World Trade Organization, and advocated for a more equitable and multipolar world order, striving for a fairer global system. The BRICS nations have not simply sought to integrate into the existing Western-led order. Instead, they have embarked on a path to redefine global governance. They have actively sought to create alternative structures and institutions that challenge Western dominance, aiming to provide a more balanced and multipolar world. One of their most significant initiatives is the establishment of the New Development Bank, or NDB, which serves as a financial pillar for their collective ambitions. The NDB, headquartered in Shanghai, was created in 2014 as an alternative to the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. It symbolizes a shift towards financial independence from Western institutions. It aims to provide funding for infrastructure and sustainable development projects in emerging economies, particularly in BRICS countries. This focus on development is crucial for their long-term growth and stability. The NDB represents a direct challenge to the Bretton Woods institutions, which have long been dominated by the United States and its Western allies. This new bank is a testament to the BRICS' desire for a more equitable financial system. BRICS nations have also strengthened their cooperation in other areas, such as trade, security, and cultural exchange. These collaborations are designed to enhance mutual benefits and foster a sense of unity. They have established regular summits and ministerial meetings to coordinate their positions on global issues. These gatherings are crucial for aligning their strategies and presenting a united front. They have also sought to promote their own development models and values as alternatives to Western hegemony. This promotion is part of their broader strategy to influence global norms and standards. These initiatives reflect a growing sense of confidence and assertiveness among BRICS nations. They are increasingly willing to assert their interests on the global stage. They are no longer content to be rule-takers in a system designed by the West. Instead, they are actively shaping new rules that better serve their collective interests. They are determined to be rule makers and to shape a new global order that reflects their interests and values. This determination marks a significant shift in global power dynamics, heralding a new era of international relations. As we witness these transformative changes, it's essential to reflect on the future of global power dynamics. Will the BRICS nations succeed in creating a more balanced world order? Only time will tell. Stay tuned and stay informed as we navigate this evolving landscape together.